EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Carolina Panthers. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down, McGraw. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. On the completion, this is Carey. Flights through and now a crease. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Panthers sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December.
There's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, McGraw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll check this down to Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. When you look at this defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small, though. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Brandon Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throwing on first down, McGraw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And again, it's Chubb. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. McGraw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Trey Palmer, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. McGraw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And a loose football. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. McGraw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, Barney, did that just happen? I got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. On 3rd down, McGraw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and he will bring us across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the 1st half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the 1st half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's able to find Melton. Oh, what a move. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on second down, McGraw. This pass complete to Melton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, McGraw. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. McGraw. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Let's go now.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4, leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. McGraw. Open man, it's Palmer. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. McGraw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw. McGraw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Patterson's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Looking to throw on second down. McGraw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 18. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. McGraw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Milton Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Taking it about the 16. Shelling through the defense. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Cam Smith. He's on his way. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and the Dolphins. Extra point try now for Patterson. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Chubb on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Operating from the gun, McGraw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. On first down, McGraw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Dolphins are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Patterson's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw is Brissett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On play action, Brissett. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
33, Panthers 14. Harrison Butker set to
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Got it, ready? Track him, 60. 18, right here. Ready to work, ready to work. Warrior, 70.
Back to throw. McGraw. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So for Miami, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
we go. Is that all right? Here we go, side. Side. Tonight. Here we go. Go. Tonight. Here we go, tonight. Here we go. Tonight. Here we go. Tonight. Here we go. We're good. Here we go. Tonight. Here we go. Tonight. Okay, don't jump. Ready? Tonight. Here we go. Tonight. Go. Here we go, tonight. Tonight. Here we go. Here we go, tonight. Tonight. Here we go. Do it. Here we go, tonight. Tonight. Here we go. Tonight.